Alright, so everybody should have already grabbed a whiteboard and your markers and supplies are going to go ahead and be at your desk. Today we're going to go ahead and start with a warm-up. We're going to talk about our taxes and our markup and markdowns, which also includes our discount. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go shopping. We're going to go shopping, and what are we going to buy at the store? Yes?
Gucci shoes.
Shoes. Alright, we're going to buy shoes. What else are we going to buy? Yes? Food. Be more specific. Noodles? Alright, we're going to buy noodles. Okay, yes. A car? Oh, boy. We might be getting a Hot Wheels car. It's a Hot Wheels car. Yes?
Shirt.
A shirt. Alright, so we got about 4 items we're going to buy at the store. Now I need some prices for these items. Yes. How much is my shoes? $1,000 shoes? Oh man. Alright, how about our noodles? How much is our pasta?
$9.85.
And how much is our Hot Wheels car? 50 cents. How about our shirt? How much is our shirt? Yes.
$25.
$25. Let's make it $25.95. So the first thing we need to do is we need to take all of our items, our shoes, noodles, Hot Wheels car, as well as our shirt, and we need to add them all up together and get a total. So on your whiteboard, you can write everything out and use the calculators that are at your desk. And I want to get a total. So once you have the total for me, go ahead and show me your whiteboard, and then I'll approve you for the next step. Can you go ahead and work on calculations, please? There's a calculator right over here. Once you have the total, let me know. And then the next part, we're going to figure out what our tax is of this. Yeah, that's correct. Good job. Yes. Slightly off. You can use a calculator. Yes, perfect. So once we figure out our total price and you have to prove, I want you to figure out what our tax is, and our tax is 7%. So our tax is 7%. Yes, that's correct. Slightly off. You're missing a little bit. The car is 1,000. Sorry, the shoes are 1,000. Yes, perfect. Good job. Yes. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so the total for our purchase items would be what? $1,036.30. Hello, this is Mr. Paul. Yes, you can. All right, come back. You're going to get down in the office. All right, so we have 7% tax out of our purchases that are $1,036.30. What is going to be our tax? When you have it on your whiteboard, show me. Yes. Your zero needs to be moved over a little bit. You're telling me taxes are 700. Yep, you're done. Good. Let me see. I think it's a little higher than that. Yep. slightly off. Slightly off. So your first number. Okay, there we go. You got your mistake. You're good. Okay, so your tax is good. Oh, and that's with it. That's cool. You already got a step ahead. Yes, good, good. So for everybody to refresh, how do we calculate 7% of our total amount? Yes.
You add your total and then you multiply the total by, if it's a singular number, it's 0.0 and then that number.
Okay, good. So we said we're going to take our total and we're going to multiply it by our percent, but we have to change our percent into a decimal. So it's going to be 0.07, okay? And so when I take my total times 0.07, what am I going to get? What did you get for taxes? Yeah, Zach. 7254. 7254. Can anyone second 7254? Yes? Yes, okay. All right, and then what is our total going to be with our tax? Yes? 1,100 what? And how much? 1,108.84. All right? So, thumbs up, thumbs down. Did you get this? Did you get this? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Good? No? All right, it's okay. We'll work on it. Not a problem. Okay, so one more thing we're going to do. You are a shop owner. You own a store. Now, we're going to have that Gucci shirt or whatever you have. I don't know, does Gucci make the shirt? Yeah, okay, so we have a Gucci shirt now. How much is this Gucci shirt going to be? Yes? $725. So our shirt is $725. Now, as the owner, you want to mark up your price. You want to make more money, right? So our markup is going to be 20%. What is going to be my total after my markup? What is my total after my markup? Yes. Did you get it? Write it on your whiteboard. If you have it, write it on your whiteboard. It's a 725 with a markup 20%. Yes. That's your total. What's your total? What is the total after we do our markup? Perfect. Good job. Good job. Slightly off. So what would our total be? So add that markup price to our current price, and that's going to be our total. And then add it to our current price, and you'll get a markup. Yes, great. All right, so what did we get for this? How do we calculate our markup? Yes? By 0.2. So we took 725 and we times it by 0.2 because we converted our percent to a decimal, right? Okay? And what answer did that give us? Yes? Okay? And then what is our grand total? If we're marking up, what are we doing? Yes, Zach? Okay, so perfect. So we took 725 and we added 145 and we got 870. Everybody get that? Yes? Good? Alright, perfect. Great. I want 1 leader from your group to come up and get enough papers for your group. We're going to work on the snowfall for the report in 2021. So 1 leader from your group to just come up and get enough papers for your whole group. Yes. Yes, you may. So we're going to work on calculating the snowfall for 2021, and we're going to convert it into a percent. We're going to see what our percentage is per month that we have snowfall, okay? We're going to use this by using our previous knowledge that we've learned, and we're going to apply it. So for this, what I've done is I pulled up the data, and I'm going to have someone read off the data and someone be a scribe up here. So who wants to write the information up on the board? Yes? There you go. You can write the information up on the board. Okay? So we're just going to write here is you're going to do your total of inches per month. And we have no snow for June through September. And so if you could go ahead and read off these totals for and so everybody else needs to be following along on their paper, filling out your table as we go.
February there was 10.5 inches. In March there was 6 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that.
In April there was 1.1 inches.
Yes, ma'am.
In October
Yes, ma'am.
there was 0.3 inches.
No, that's calculation.
In November there was 2.7 inches. In December there was 11.5.
All right, so far, everybody on your paper, y'all should have your months down, okay? And on your paper, I didn't include the months we had no snow. And then transfer this information regarding the inches of snow to your paper. Go ahead and take a moment to do that. Huh? That's okay. I can do you need a pencil? There you go. And then just go ahead and transfer the information we have up on the board to your paper, please. Alright, so at this time, we are going to work on calculating our percentage now. Okay? So, if I want to figure out my percent of snow that I have for January, what am I going to do to calculate my percentage? We know there's 47.6 inches for the entire year in the report. What is my percent of snow for January? How do we calculate this? And Anybody want to take a guess? Yep.
You have to multiply by 0.4766, I think.
Close, but not quite. We want to find a percent of something. Yeah.
I was gonna say if like 47.6 inches is like all that like throughout the month, is it like throughout the whole 7 months?
That's our total.
Okay.
That's not going to change no matter where we go.
Well, I want to say we divide it.
Okay, so what would I divide?
You divide 47.6 divided by 15.6.
Just have to switch the numbers around ever so slightly. So 15.6 divided by 47.6. And this is going to go ahead and give us a decimal. And what is our decimal? Can someone do these calculations? Yes, Sam.
32.
I'm sorry, what?
0.327.
32.327. So we would convert this to 32% because it's below 32%. Alright. So based on the knowledge that we know, if we're using this formula right here, where we're taking our amount of inches divided by our snowfall, how would we calculate our February? Yes.
It's 33.
33?
Percent because it's 32 because no, the answer is 0.3277.
So when we divide it, it's 3, so 0.327. And so if we're looking at our third number, we would round up. So the 32 would actually go to 33. Get that, Zach? So this is actually a 7. It goes like 2, 7, right? So then this would go up. So using the information we know, how would we calculate February? Let's do one more together here. Yep. 10.5 what? Divided by 47.6, perfect. Okay, and somebody else give me the answer? Yes. 0.220. Did anybody else get this? Yes? You got the same? Okay, and so looking at this, we would have to do what to our decimal? Yeah. Yeah, move it over 2 places, perfect. So this would give us 22%. Okay. So go ahead and work on March and April on your own. Okay. Work on March and April on your own. And then after you do so, make sure everybody's on the same page, and then I'll have you talk to your group and see if you all have the same answer, okay? We need to calculate. So we're doing up to March and April. If you want to go further and work ahead, that's perfectly fine. Yes.
So for the point zero one, we just put 0%.
We'll talk about that. Okay. All right. So did you all get March and April done? Okay. So I want you to go ahead and discuss as a group now. So everybody go ahead and discuss as a group what they have for March and April. If we're struggling with some calculations, help your partner out, okay? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it would be 13.
All right. So what did we get? Okay. And what are our calculations for the last day? Make sure we're writing out our calculations. Did you get the same thing as them? So you agree with what she asked?
For April, 2%.
Good job.
No, so I'll explain it later. So this is the amount of snow, so you divide the amount of snow by the total. So
Yep, so we're gonna go ahead and calculate, we're gonna take our inches and divide it by our total inches, and that's gonna give us our percent.
So 0.023. So
That's exactly what we're doing.
Like at all.
Alright, someone help me out here. What did we get for March? Yes, 13%? And April? Okay. How much? 2%? Okay. Alright, how about this October down here? This October is 0.3 inches, and I want to figure out how much the percentage of 47.6. Yes. So we took 0.3 times what? Or divided by? My apologies. 47.6. And that got us, how much is the decimal? 0.6. So this would be 0.6%. It wouldn't be 0, because if it was 0, that would mean what? If I have 0%, that means I have no snow, right? Okay. All right, so we should have 2 more calculations to make down here. Go ahead and make the rest of the calculations with your group.
Last two, I got 6% and 24%. Bro, what is wrong with you? What'd you say? I said the last two, I got it.
All right, so guys, let's focus. All right, so let's go ahead and make the rest of the calculations. Great job. calculations. Alright, so once we have the last of the calculations, the leader from your group, please come up and get a piece of graph paper. Get enough graph paper for your whole group, please.
Yeah. I thought wait, what time is 12, right? We would be at lunch right now. Well, then we go to lunch. Well, then that is possible. 28. Is it 28?
Alright, so let's go ahead and do our last two percentage. The percent of snowfall for November is what? 6% November? And how about December? Yeah. 24? Alright, so on your graph paper, we're going to make a graph like this. Okay? On our x-axis, we're going to have the months. And don't include the months where there's no snow. And our y-axis, we're going to have our percent. And then we're going to plot our points. Okay? So, for example, October would be 0.6% all the way down here. November would be 6%. And December would be 24. January would be 33. And then what we're going to do once we're completely done, we're going to draw our lines that are going to connect each of them. Okay? And then you'll have it where once you do the rest of the points on your line or on your graph, you'll connect them with lines. And you'll see when is our peak of snow and when does it go up and down. Okay? And we'll look and we'll see how those calculations, how we can relate that data. So if you guys want to figure out the most likely time that we are not going to have school, looking at this data, what would it be? Yeah. January. It would be January because January is 33% and it is at the top of our charts with our data, correct? Okay. So now we are using real world experience to look at our calculations of snowfall, transferring it to a data so we can do proper analysis. Okay, so we're applying the information that we know. So at this time, you have time to work on your graph. few more minutes to go ahead and work on our graphs here. So it's currently 12:21. We're in class till 12:28 with our different schedule today, so you have a few more moments. No, we'll turn them in once you guys are done. I'm just gonna have everybody turn them in at the back of the door on the way back. But you can use stapler. So you want to staple both of your papers together, your graph as well as your chart. Okay. If you did not get finished, that's okay. We can definitely finish them tomorrow. Okay, but if you are finished, make sure you turn them in on your way out the door. Okay, there's one last thing I want us to do before we go. Everybody should have sticky notes in their black container. So everybody get a sticky note out.
I don't have any.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. So take a sticky note, pass them around. So your sticky note should be in your black container. So take a sticky note, okay? Shh. Quiet. Thank you. So, yes, I'll collect on the way out. Okay, staple over there. You guys put one in your group. It's okay, I'll get it just in a second. All right, so on your sticky note, what I want you to do is go ahead and from a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate your understanding with this? 1, help, I don't understand. 2, I have many questions. 3, I can do it with help. 4, I can do it by myself. Or 5, I can teach the class. Okay? So put a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this. And then I want you to write on your sticky note as well something with this you struggled with or you didn't struggle at all. Okay? And then write something you learned as well. So your rating, something you struggled with, and something you learned. And then on your way out, put them up on the wall, okay? So that we can see where everybody's understanding is. You don't need to write your name, no. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Once again, if you didn't finish, we'll finish tomorrow. That's perfectly fine. Tomorrow we're going to go over a little bit more with our sales tax, our gratuity. You're going to go to Cafe de Paul, and you guys are going to eat at a fancy restaurant. Alright, tomorrow we're going to eat at a fancy restaurant. You'll see. So, alright? Alright, thank you guys.
Yep.